Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please close your eyes. Imagine it is year 2082. You look around. The land is barren. Trees are dead and burnt. There is no wildlife left and barely any human civilization. This is what our planet will look like in the short 60 years to come if we keep burning fossil fuels at the rate we do and driving gasoline-powered vehicles. We will kill our planet unless we change. Today, in this persuasive speech, I will prove to you beyond a reasonable doubt that electric vehicles are in fact better for our universe, our physical health as humans, and how electric vehicles save our wildlife habitats, and how gasoline cars are killing us slowly every single day. But first, let's look at some statistics. According to the Union of Concerned Scientists, gasoline-powered cars emit 24 pounds of carbon dioxide per 1 gallon of gas they burn. That is 24 pounds of poisonous, toxic, killing chemicals pumped into our atmosphere for every 1 gallon of gas we burn in a car. That is a disgusting rate, and that means we are killing ourselves, our planet, and our wildlife every time we turn on our car. If we look at this informatic graph, we can see that we have a gasoline-powered Toyota Camry, represented by the red line, and an electric vehicle-powered Tesla, represented by the blue line. Over 5 years of car ownership, the Toyota Camry is rapidly climbing, which means it is rapidly continuing to produce carbon dioxide emission, whereas the Tesla stays at a plateau and is producing a whopping less amount of carbon dioxide emission, proving and showing that electric vehicles produce less carbon dioxide emission, thus saving our planet more than gasoline cars. Today in this speech, the 3 topics I will discuss in order to prove to you that electric vehicles are better than gasoline are: I will show how electric vehicles produce less carbon emission. I will show how electric vehicles not only produce less carbon emission, but how they physically aid our human health. And then finally, I will show how electric vehicles cut back on oil drilling, thus resulting in wildlife being saved, saving wildernesses, and saving wildlife habitats. My first main point: electric cars means less carbon emission. Gasoline cars are run by a gasoline-powered engine, which produces carbon dioxide into the air as we burn it. Electric cars, according to US EPA, a scientific database, 33% of emission comes from gasoline-powered cars. 33% of our toxic, poisonous, killing chemicals come from driving electric cars alone, which means if we switch to electric vehicles, automatically we just cut down on 33% of carbon dioxide emission, saving our planet one day at a time. We see that electric cars produce less carbon emission, 17 to 30% less than gasoline cars. Less carbon dioxide emission equals less burned fuels being pumped into our atmosphere, which thus could lower global warming rates and lower the overall temperature of the universe, showing the positive influence electric vehicles have on our atmosphere and universe. Since I just showed you how electric vehicles can benefit our universe, I will now show you how electric vehicles can benefit our physical human health. Because electric vehicles use less carbon, that means there's less chemicals pumped into our atmosphere, which means we are breathing cleaner air. According to Marta Mosen, an expert in electric vehicles and the benefits they have on our environment, she states that less carbon dioxide in our air means cleaner breathing, lower risk of prolonged exposure to carbon poisoning, and less carbon equals less possibility of illness and radiation exposure, thus showing that if we make the switch to electric vehicles, us humans will benefit as well. We will live a happier and healthier clean air life, and we will see a trend in happier and healthier lungs and breathing. Now that I showed you how electric vehicles will benefit humans' physical health, I will finally show to you how electric vehicles cut back on oil drilling, thus resulting in preserved wildlife habitats, natural land, and saving our wooded areas. According to the Wilderness Society, another scientific database, 12 million acres of land in the United States alone are being used for oil drilling. That is 6 Yellowstone National Park for comparison. These loud noises of the oil drilling machines are scaring wildlife away, forcing them out of their habitats and forcing them to go find new homes. Hopefully, they can find new homes. Oil spills are common with oil drilling. Alone in year 2020, 2,179 spills were documented and recorded in just Colorado, Arizona, and Wyoming alone. This is information proven by the Wilderness Society and shown that with the increase of gasoline-powered cars equals more gasoline drilling, which means we are killing our wildlife at higher, astonishing rates, which we don't need to be doing. Now that I just went over my 3 main topics, I hope that today after this speech, I have left you with enough information to make the adult decision to go green and give up gas and go to electric vehicles. You have the adult responsibility of making a choice to save our planet and to benefit our future generations to come. If going to electric vehicles is too much, I ask you to please make the conscious decision and start biking more and more and walking as an alternative than driving. Thank you.